Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another edition of Deep Into the Heart of Wrestling. My name is Mike Larkin. The Demoness come to caress, take your soul, put you in a hole. She's the Demoness. Hopefully, will be joining us shortly. But with that being said, we will first say hello, Nicola. Hi, Nicola. Hi. Hi, Nicola's mom. Ah. Joining me right now is my boy, the collector, the protector, and the musician, the musical persuasion that is Mr. Robert Davis. How are you, buddy?
Holly jolly motherfucking Christmas sunshine. What a time to be alive.
Oh my goodness gracious. Yes, it is. And as we are recording this, we do have a week to go before Christmas, ladies and gentlemen. So get your shopping in, get your tree done, get your lights up, do whatever it is you got to do to enjoy the fine holiday season.
If you need to throw some bows, and I'm talking elbows, not Christmas bows.
Yes.
While you're shopping, do what you got to do.
Do what you got to do. Make it a friggin' holiday season, Andy Williams style. Santa Claus is coming around. The Christmas snow is white on the ground, baby. But no, it's one of those things where I got to tell you something right now. Elf constantly being on. You got Elf, the marathon of elves. Buddy, the Elf, what's your favorite color? You're going to have a Christmas story. You're going to have loads and loads of Christmas cheer this time around as it is. But isn't it crazy to think, and I will say this just for the record, like we always talk about Die Hard and everything's that are Christmas music and Christmas movies related, but how crazy is it that Elf is now officially 22 years old and that is now the modern classic compared to what we have with the Christmas Story?
That's insane. Well, I mean, we were kids when that came out, and
yep.
For that to be called a classic, it's almost offensive.
It is, like, honestly, it kind of is.
The fuck do you mean that's a classic movie? I was just watching that like 2 years ago. Get the fuck out of here.
Exactly.
Speaking of get the fuck out of here, I haven't heard too much of her lately.
No. Hey.
I want to say maybe 5 times since the beginning of the month, and we're about halfway through it. So not mad about it.
Not mad. And who he's referring to her is, and I will honestly say this, my mom hates it too. Mariah Carey, All I Want for Christmas Is You, is still one of the most annoying Christmas songs in the history of Christmas. Every time it starts playing, yeah, I get it. I understand the iconic nature behind it, but like, no, I'm done with Mariah Carey. That and Josh Groban. Just Mariah Carey and Josh Groban, we mentioned this last time, can literally fuck off. I'll take any other song. I'll take Last Christmas by Wham. I'll take any other song but that. I'll take the fucking Chipmunks over fucking Mariah Carey.
Yeah, I've heard that a couple of times already. Yeah.
Give me some Paul McCartney, Simply Having a Wonderful Christmas Time.
Heard that today.
Beach Boys, Little Saint Nick. Okay.
Yeah. I'm in and out of grocery stores and department stores all day, so I get to voluntarily hear these songs. Well, involuntarily, I guess, hear these songs all day, and so not too much Mariah.
I have
a lot of Holly Jolly Christmas.
Holly Jolly Christmas, Burl Ives, yes.
Yeah.
Now, have you heard NSYNC's Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays yet?
I heard it yesterday.
Okay. Because that's another one that's been popular. And that even gets me, because remembering as a kid when NSYNC first came out, and that was their early Christmas album, Home for Christmas. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Do you remember what movie that actually was in?
I don't.
Okay, so it's one of the worst Christmas movies ever. I'll Be Home for Christmas with Jonathan Taylor Thomas and Jessica Biel. It's in the end credits.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, have you ever seen that? Oh, God.
I didn't see it, but now that you mentioned it, I do vaguely remember it.
It was horrible. Folks, if there's a Christmas movie you don't want to see, don't see that. Don't see Jingle All the Way with Arnold. There were some bad Christmas movies up in there.
Yeah.
Oh.
The 90s, baby.
90s, baby. But we will fast forward from the 90s to 2025. First and foremost, before we get into talking about Thank You, Cena, The Last Time Is Now, and John Cena's final match, which has gotten everybody talking. Boy, did they. I will say this. I do have to say condolences and our love and our prayers to the people that happened at Brown University. There were a lot of people that were hospitalized, and there were some deaths that came out of that as well as the people in Australia over at Bondi Beach, where there was the father and son mass shooting. The father has been killed, but the son is in critical injuries and remains in the hospital. The 50-year-old and the 24-year-old. Man, what in the world is going on a week before Christmas, and we're already having these shootings, Rob?
It's messed up. It just kind of speaks to what's going on in the world today, and it's getting to the point of like, okay, what do we do now? Because we've done literally nothing to stop this, and it just keeps happening.
It's one of those things with me. Was I shocked that the Brown University killer, we found out he had two firearms and he was a 24-year-old kid? Was I shocked? No, just because it's almost, when Rob's mentioned this many times on the show, it's like you become numb to it because it's like we've been out of school. I've been out of school for 15 years and Rob's been out of school
For a long time.
long time. But it's one of those things too. I look at it like, man, in a way,
22 years.
22 years. Thank you, Rob. But it's one of the things too where it's like, man, I'm glad I'm not in high school anymore or college because this is what these kids have to deal with. Like, I remember as a kid, dude, second grade was friggin' Columbine. It was April of 99. Like, I was going into second grade when that happened. And I mean, Sandy Hook and all that was after I got out of high school. And that's when it really started amping up. But god dang it, man. It's like that. And the people in Australia now, those poor people on the friggin' beach there, what the hell? What the hell?
One of the worst conversations I had to have with my 12-year-old was about shooter drills. She was asking me what shooter drills were like when I was a kid, when I was in elementary school, and I had to be the one to tell her that wasn't the thing when I grew up. That is something that just happened over the last couple of years, and the inquisitive mind that she has, it's just like, well, why? And I had to be honest with her. Like, we failed you. The adults that run this country, the adults that make these laws, the adults that make these decisions, we failed you, all of you, and your friends. This You shouldn't be having fucking shooter drills. That's insane. To have kids acting out these shooter drills, have kids scared to go to school. It's fucked up.
It reminds me of, like, I even have to think about it now too. Like when Columbine happened again, I was only like 6 or 7, but like we didn't really have shooter drills. We had Rachel's Challenge over the years, which was a very big thing in schools. But I can honestly say we never had shooter drills. We never had what a lot of these kids have now with how you have to enter schools and stuff. Like that wasn't a thing because it wasn't as big as it has become now, especially with how the country has really evolved, or dare I say, kind of not really evolved, but has become more of the way it is now due to the current administration and society. But I mean, it's crazy, man. And it's unfortunate because you have to tell these kids this now. And I think ever since COVID happened, that's also hurt a lot too. But yeah, man, it's really become a long way and not really in a good way for everybody with what we're dealing with now.
That Columbine thing, though, man, that for those of us that are, are of the, Gothic persuasion, those of us that dress in black and, might be a loner, that made shit really hard for us. I do remember getting a lot more eyes on me because I wore a trench coat to school. I kept to myself. It made things real difficult. Real interesting time.
I mean, I hated that they blamed Marilyn Manson because I'm like, yeah, that pissed me off because I always said this. Look, I've listened to Marilyn Manson's music as someone who's listened to his music, as I know you have, Rob, and a lot of us who listen to this show. I never wanted to go out of my way to do what Marilyn Manson said in those music and those lyrics. Never made me want to go nuts. But with those two kids, man, with what they did, that was horrible. Still one of the most horrible school shootings in the history of school shootings and in the history of this country. But I've always looked at it like this, man. It's just like, do better as parents, talk to your kids, do something because this shit's got to stop in any facet of life. This shit's really got to stop, dude.
And you hit the nail right on the head. I think it starts with those of us that are parents to talk to the kids. It helps a lot. I'm very thankful that my daughter has a good head on her shoulders and she knows that she can talk to her mom and dad. It's a really good thing to have.
It is. And speaking of the kids, and I will say this, much love and shout out to Rob's daughter and all the parents and kids of this fine world. But someone who did right by the kids and what the Make a Wish kids was John Cena. And now we're going to get into his John Cena's final match, Saturday night's main event.
Gunther said, "Fuck those kids."
Gunther said, "Fuck those kids." All right, we'll talk about that first because there's been videos out now. That little kid that ran up to dressed as John Cena, dressed over to Gunther. And pretty much
that little kid had some balls,
man. He said everybody hates you, and Gunther's like, "What? I'm civilized. I'm civilized."
That's not true.
That's not true. He got friggin' "fuck you, Gunther" chants. Everybody running up to him while he's getting on the bus. Security had to escort him out of the building. You want to talk about heat? Gunther got him some heat.
Yeah. People are comparing it to Roddy Piper heat. Seen a lot of comparisons last night and this morning. I hope the gentleman opens up Raw tomorrow night.
Yeah, I mean, do you kind of like equate it to? And I mean, we'll go back now in modern time when Roman Reigns came out after he beat the Undertaker on Raw, and everybody booed the living shit out of Roman. This is my yard now.
For a good 10 minutes, I think they're gonna boo Gunther for longer than that.
Oh yeah,
I guess we're gonna have to watch and see.
But my thing too is like that they did what you wanted them to do, and it's one of those things where I saw people were talking about it. You did as well. Is it the equivalent of Baron Corbin and Kurt Angle in 2019? I don't think it's to that extent because Kurt Angle knew at the time, like, I'm done. And this also pertains to John Cena. I'm done. I want John Cena to be my final match. But Vince McMahon was like, no, we want to do that next year. Can you wait another year? Which, in a way, I'm glad he didn't, because if Kurt Angle and John Cena happened in 2020, number one, there would be no people. And number two, we wouldn't have gotten the Firefly Funhouse match with him and Bray Wyatt. So that is that part of it. Yeah. But with Kurt, you could tell when he was doing the retirement tour and he was feuding with Baron Corbin, like his body was not the same. You could tell he was hurting in the ring. He wasn't the same Kurt Angle anymore. And I don't think Kurt really cared if he won or lost. He just knew that, like, this is it for me. And it made Baron Corbin get over as a heel that he was for retiring Kurt Angle, much like we mentioned Roman and Taker. But yeah, man.
Yeah. Speaking on that, it's kind of interesting to hear Kurt kind of come out and say, oh, yeah, when I came back to WWE, I wanted to wrestle more. But Vince was just like, no, take it easy. And, I don't know. I mean, it's Vince. Yeah. But if you don't use your body like you want to, like, things start to happen, especially as you get older, as you get into those late 30s, early 40s. If you don't use it, you lose it. And that's a very real thing as you're getting older. Muscles don't work like they used to. Joints start locking up and stuff. And that's, what? Yeah, exactly.
I look at it from a stance like this. It's one of those things when you really look at Kurt Angle at the time and you look at just like your body, like you mentioned, it's like 40-year-old virgin. If you don't use it, you lose it. Is that a serious question? No, it's not.
No, it's not.
It's one of those things where I look at it like this, man. You could tell Kurt was deteriorating in the ring and he knew when his time was done, much like John is now. But you have to remember at the end of the day, this is John's call. And people were booing the shit out of Triple H. Triple H was even on the post show like, yeah, I was expecting more of a bigger reaction that I got there. They're chanting Baldy, fuck you, Baldy, fuck you, Triple H, you fucked up.
There's a lot of Bloodline fans in here. That's the wrong finger, sir.
That's the wrong finger. Yes. But people hated Triple H. But at the end of the day, this was John's call. And you could tell at the end the contentment in his in the match where he was smiling and he just tapped out. Like he was satisfied with the way he was going out.
Yeah. I mean, I guess if John is happy with it, then what can any of us really say?
Man, it's one of those.
No, we're gonna say it. We're gonna say a lot.
We're gonna say a lot.
We've been saying a lot.
Oh God. It's one of those things where when they're chanting bullshit and John's just like, I gave you all I had. And he's just shaking his hand like, Jesus, man. Like, And then they started clapping, and Triple H came out. Shawn Michaels was visibly laughing at the fact that Triple H was getting booed. Stephanie McMahon had a shocked look. Lillian Garcia had the shocked look before she made the announcement. The match in itself, I mean, we'll just start it there because it's right there. But the match in itself, the lariats that he hit, they both went back and forth. I knew as soon as he set the steps up, we were going to get the AA through the table. There was STFs. There was the sleeper hold counter by John. Like, he pulled out the leg drop off the top rope, which I was like, he hasn't done that in forever. But I'm like, sweet, all right. You can tell John was just like, all right, last time, fuck it. We're going to do it. Power bombs, submissions, and then he finally taps to the sleeper. When he did this, when he was lifting the arm, it reminded me of Hulk Hogan wagging the finger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the first thing I thought. I was like, oh, he's hulking up. That doesn't work for me, brother.
But no, I thought the Avalanche AA, personally, if you really wanted to make him happy and you would have wanted Cena to win, after the Avalanche AA, should have been done. But no, they kept going with it. And I mean, Gunther has now retired Goldberg. He's retired Cena. And I'm going to say this right now. If next year's Brock Lesnar is going to have his final year at SummerSlam in Minnesota, he needs to be the one to end Brock.
Yeah, correct.
I mean, realistically, who else would there be?
No.
I can't think of anybody. And everybody's been wanting Gunther and Brock all of this time. So we finally get and he ends Brock's career. But yeah, no.
We got ourselves a new legend killer.
Yes, we do. And does this elevate Gunther? I mean, we talked about in the chat. He's a former world champion, longest reigning intercontinental champion. It adds more to his stock and his value. But I think with Gunther, man, it's just like, would it have hurt him to lose? No. But again, at the end of the day, it's John Cena's call. What'd you think of the match in itself?
I honestly felt it was a little lackluster, but at the same time, I also kind of felt John was just like, let's get this fucking shit over with. Personally, out of the whole retirement tour, my favorite match, and I know a lot of people will probably agree with me, was his match with AJ Styles. That match was phenomenal, pun intended. Absolutely. I thought that match was great, and there's not too much of a clash of styles, pun intended again, with John and Gunther. They kind of wrestle a similar style, but you weren't going to get a 5-star banger.
No,
we knew that. And you should have known that. But for what it was, it was fine.
I kind of tend to agree with you about his best match. We touched upon this as well. This whole retirement tour, and I'll use the Italian word, it's been very fakakted. It's kind of been the drizzling shits, ladies and gentlemen. From the start, with the heel turn was cool in the moment, but then The Rock doesn't come back, and then you get douchebag Travis Scott, and it's like, what the fuck ever. And then he's cutting the promo talking about the toxic relationship, and it's like, wait a second here, pal. Like, after all these years, you didn't care about the Let's Go Cena Sucks chant, and now you care about it, so it's kind of like, what the fuck? The Randy Orton mix-up of, like, John's the heel, Randy's the babyface, but you're also kind of taken out of it because it's like, wait a minute, Randy, you punted John Cena's dad, and now you're trying to be like the voice of reason, Mr. I hear voices in my head.
Yeah.
The Punk stuff was fine, making him go to Saudi Arabia to get the belt. For me, I have to say, like you mentioned, the AJ Styles match is one of my favorites. If I had to pick the other two ones that I like, the Cody match at SummerSlam was better, and I have to go the Logan Paul match. As much as I can't stand Logan Paul, and he can fuck right off, and since she's not here, we'll do it here. Suck my dick.
My dick. Eat. One.
But those, if I had to say, would be my top three. Do you agree with me on that?
100%. And the thing about it is, this whole year, as we're going through this thing, we're all just kind of like, none of this makes sense. What the fuck is going on? Why are we doing this when we should be doing this? This should go here. That should go there. And come to find out, and John said this a couple of days, I forget who he was interviewing with, but there was no plan for the retirement tour. The only plans they had were the belt at WrestleMania.
Yep. And
the 36 fucking t-shirts from the cities they were going to go visit.
Right.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yep. Well, they kind of he even said, like you mentioned, they pivoted on a lot of the stuff. It's just like, okay, we're going to do the belt and then see where we go from here.
This is the GOAT. This is how we send him off.
Well,
Wow.
I gotta say, he got a better retirement than Bill Goldberg because
I
they were on Peacock and they didn't cut off the feed. How much you want to bet we're gonna get a Goldberg tweet? Well, the roster didn't come out for my retirement. They actually showed his speech.
he's gonna fucking unretire now. Watch.
Tony's gonna get on the phone and go, we'll have you win in your last match here.
I'll pay you
I'll pay you.
so much money.
I love you all. It's just so. I think the entire thing for me. Now we mentioned the booze and the hugs. Did you like Punk and Cody giving him the belts?
No.
No. Go ahead.
What the fuck was the point of that?
He's just like, you're the last real champion, John. Here's our belt.
Oh, suck my dick.
You
Two.
I get it. I mean, they were saying, well, we're paying for you. We're paying this for you. I mean, if they're gonna get new belts, fine. But still, like, all right, you're the last real champion, John. Here's our belts, John. Thank you so much, John. And John is just like, wow, okay.
This is I mean, John just like, what the fuck are you doing out here? Why are we doing this?
Why are we doing this?
I had made a mention in the TSK chat, or maybe it was our chat, I forget, but for John Cena being the mic guy that he is, the promo guy,
yeah,
and to have him not speak,
why didn't you let him talk?
That was kind of weird. But then again, overthinking the shit like the majority of us are doing. It was probably his decision not to say anything, just kind of sit there, take it in, and walk off.
I will say this. Did you like the tribute video that was showed to him as well? Did you like the tribute video?
I'm kind of neutral about it. I mean, because people were already shitting on that, and then he smiled when he saw Vinnie Mac, and I'm just like,
oh. Well, first of all, it was from years ago. Let's put that out there. It was from years ago.
Yeah.
But still, he's going to smile. And he said it with Vince McMahon. He's like, I was crushed when he did because I love Vince McMahon. Now, John, we've said this on the show many a times. And I get it. If it wasn't for Vince McMahon, technically speaking, if it wasn't for Stephanie McMahon, who didn't hear him rapping on the bus, because Vince McMahon was going to fire John Cena. For those that don't know, he was going to get fired. And then he rapped and that took off. That word life, this is basic thugonomics. But the thing, too, is Vince helped mold that character. So, I mean, he has very indebted to Vince. But at the same time, too, Vince McMahon can suck my dick.
Yeet. Three.
But and I get it. I know he smiled. But that's the only time that they can mention Vince. Is that. And for something that was, I think that video that we showed of Vince talking about Cena, that was probably like 12 years ago. So you have to show a clip from him from 12 years ago, not him looking like Pepe Le Pew now with that fucking hair.
Not our Theo Vince with his thin mustache.
Yeah,
Theo Vicente.
But no, besides that, I mean, the tribute video, did it kind of feel, because I mentioned this with Paul and Dan, did it kind of feel like it maybe was like we were going to get like a Hall of Fame induction for him, sort of, kind of?
Oh, no. I mean, that kind of would have been a cool time to do it.
Yeah.
But I think everything after Triple H getting booed was just like, really fucking awkward.
I mean, they tried to make it nice. They did. Like, I'll give them credit for that. But it's just like after that, like, people are still pissed. And it's like you just want to go. And Triple H does and oh boy, here comes the tribute video, which I get it's nice, but people are already pissed and visceral inside that you had our hero give up. They're chanting Super Cena. They're chanting don't give up. And he gives up.
Yeah, that was another big thing, for those of us that grew up with John, for 23 years, a lot of us, and, myself included, were really big on the never give up. Mm-hmm. But then you had him give up.
You have him give up.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that crowd was so pissed in Washington, D.C., folks. Now, Paul mentioned this. Did you want to see more of the greatest hits in the match as well, like he's done with his previous opponents? Because we really didn't get that. We really didn't.
Yeah, honestly, I wouldn't have minded that. I think we were talking about that before the match started. I mean, I was sounding like I wouldn't mind if, he hit his 6 moves of doom and just spam finishers for, 25 minutes.
Now, I mentioned because they're in Washington, D.C., we could have got a Batista bomb. little tribute to Batista. Paul even said, excuse me, with the Dominic match, like you could have seen John go for like a 619 or a frog splash, like, but they didn't do that. We got what we got with that match. But overall, look, I'm gonna miss John Cena just because we all grew up on Cena. Like when I officially started watching wrestling full time was 2002, so I saw the rise of Cena, Randy Orton, Brock Lesnar, Batista, all these guys. John Cena started from that guy who just, was ruthless aggression, the prototype with the different tights, to this the guy who rapped and was very Vanilla Ice, Marky Mark-ish, to the chain gang, to hustle, loyalty, respect, to the fruity pebbles of all the different colored shirts. We've seen him evolve as a talent. And I'll be honest with you, dude, I got emotional and I was sitting with Mama Lark. We'll give a shout out to Mama Lark. Hi, Mama Lark. She was sitting next to me, and when he goes, "Thank you for letting me serve you for over 20 years," and he did the salute and walked out, my mom started crying. Yeah, my mom started crying. Like,
I believe it.
It got me emotional here too, because I'm like, oh no, he's really gone.
He's really gone.
He's really gone, man. Oh,
like we were watching in the chat. We were just like, all right, he hasn't taken off his shoes yet. Like, we can get a little swerve here. We can get a little something, but then he took off the shoes and it was just like,
no,
it's really over.
It's
really fuck
over. Oh, come back, John. Come back, Wayne. I sound like fucking Hey Arnold, the old musical. Wayne, come back.
Oh shit.
It hit you, man, as soon as he left. Like, it was just, oh no, he's really gone. But no, he did sign on to be a brand ambassador to 2030. So he's going to be helping on that, which is cool because he can give knowledge to the audience.
Which is very cool. I mean, he's got a plethora of knowledge to give. And I know those the kids in NXT, and it feels weird to say that, but yeah. I'm old enough to say that. Yes. Fuck. The kids in NXT are going to be well taken care of, I think, if John does decide to spend some time down there.
So the other thing I do have to mention from that, what popped me too, there was a sign in the crowd, as we know, the infamous sign from One Night Stand 06. If Cena wins, we riot. There was a sign in the crowd, if Cena loses, we riot. And I about died when I saw that. I thought that was a very much a nice touch and a nice throwback.
Yeah. And then when he finally did lose, we were just like, shit. Shit.
Well, here's the thing. As a fellow New Yorker, I think in 2006, if John Cena would have beat Rob Van Dam, I can tell you from experience, that crowd literally would have rioted in the Hammerstein Ballroom. I think this crowd, we were coming upon that. They rioted after the show, as we mentioned, with Gunther. But yeah, it's something that hits you. That's what wrestling's about, making you feel, evoking the emotions. And the emotions were definitely evoked. Did you like the superstars that came out for John Cena? So we saw Eve Torres, which, if you remember, him and Zack Ryder and Eve Torres back in the day. Mm-hmm. Trish Stratus. Yep. We got Mark Henry. Yep. We got Michelle McCool, which, okay, cool. Literally. Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens.
Kevin Owens was cool.
Yeah. That was
mad respect to Kev for coming out. Broken fucking neck and all.
How about Haku?
Haku. That was a surprise, and I was cool with Haku, seeing Haku.
Well, we had TNA superstar Elijah, him and Elias reunited. That was cool.
Yeah. That was one I didn't expect, but that was cool to see as well.
That's the thing. And also, you did see Nick Khan in the background there, WWE President Nick Khan. We can throw up a little bit of a finger to Nick Khan, too.
Boo!
Boo! Suck my dick. Yeet!
Yeet! 4.
But
there's only one Khan.
There's only one Khan. It's so funny you brought that up. I was freaking on Twitter, and I cannot believe this, folks. This was the start of the TNA AEW relationship, if you want to call it that. We had the 5-year anniversary of Tony going, we're the best, watch AEW now. You should be happy that. Yeah, him and Tony Schiavone doing those fucking, commercials.
Yeah.
Those popped up, and I'm like, Jesus, fucking Tony. I'm the only con in here. Oh, God. Lord, oh, Lord. But no. Yeah, so that was all the celebrities that came out. And I mean, we got Eli Manning and Peyton Manning, Tom Brady. Suck my dick, yeet. We'll go for Tom Brady. Yeah. We also had Jimmy Kimmel, Jimmy Fallon. We also had Fluffy. We had a lot of great people, including the beautiful Miss Vanessa Hudgens. My God, hubba hubba.
Good. Wow.
Yes. Wishing John Cena a farewell. But no, I will say this. Thankfully, we did not get the Donald because we were all thinking about, well, Donald had a lot of pressing matters to take to with what happened on Saturday. But yeah,
Yeah.
thankfully, we didn't get the Donald.
Yeah, I think he's got bigger fish to fry at the moment.
Yes. Did you also see who was there in the skybox?
RFK.
RFK Jr. was enjoying his night out watching John Cena retire, as well as Linda McMahon was in the building. Yay.
Yay.
Yay. But yeah. Oh, but yeah, so a lot of people.
I'm looking for autism in the crowd.
Did you know that I saw a video on TikTok and they said that circumcisions can help cause autism? Welcome to
Tylenol.
We sound like friggin' The Rock cutting the promo. My name is Kane, and I am a Rudy Poo candy ass. Oh, God. Look, I'm sorry. The guy is a diphthong, and I'm going to say this right now. People like Linda McMahon, people like RFK Jr. should not be running our country in the respective fields that they are. No. They should not. I'm sorry.
No.
I'm sorry. No. No. But something that we definitely should be seeing and we should get running back to. My God, Cody Rhodes and Obafemi was awesome. Obafemi,
yes.
Look, we're going to get into how angry we got at the finish, but I have to say this. Oba winning that title back from Ricky, and he's either going to face now Dion Lennox, Miles Bourne, Leon Slater. Dion Lennox, Miles Bourne, Leon Slater. Or God, who the hell was the fourth one? Oh God, I'm drawing a blank. Leon Slater, Miles Bourne, Dion Lennox. Who the hell is the other guy? Oh, Joe Hendry.
Joe Hendry.
I forget Joe Hendry. Thank you. Joe Hendry. If I had to pick out of them, just because he's got that feud kind of going with Dark State, if it's a heel, I want it to be Dion Lennox. If it's a babyface, I'd love to see him run it back with Miles Bourne, or just Joe Hendry because it's Joe Hendry. Who would you like to see?
Yeah, kind of. I think I'm in the same boat with you. I do like Dion Lennox, and I think Joe Hendry would be different, but Miles Bourne would be a good choice.
Well, that was my promo. One of my promos of the year was that, don't judge me for my disability, but my abilities. Look, ever since he's beaten Ricky, and of course, pretty Ricky turned heel on NXT, turning on Javon. Are you looking forward to heel Ricky Saints now?
Promos should be interesting.
Stroke Daddy, baby.
Yeah. I think this will be it'll be a little more Ricky Starks than Ricky Saints, and I'm all for it. I am all for it.
Did you like that they had Javon kind of like cash it and be a little overzealous with just not waiting to New Year's Evil? Did you like that or kind of eh?
Yeah, I was okay with that. It kind of shows his enthusiasm of his youth, because we know how incredibly young he is, and we know he's more than capable. It kind of exasperates that youthfulness that he has, and he wants it now. I was more than okay with it.
So pretty much what you're saying is he's like Veruca Salt and Willy Wonka. Don't care how.
Don't care now. Yep.
Now, the other thing I have to mention this, if you go back at watching Cody and Obafemi, Oba shined bright with all the power maneuvers and the backbreakers. Cody came back. I will say this. I thought they gelled well, but poor Cody, man, that uppercut over the table and him just bleeding from his ear to like here on his lip. Oh, my Lord.
I was just like, how, what?
He landed on something, like could have been the monitor or whatever the hell it was where he landed on the table.
I was like, I know this guy didn't blade his fucking ear. Like,
no,
he had to hit something. Like, maybe it was the force of the uppercut. Did he land on a sharp edge? But like, holy fuck.
This is where you also kind of have to give John Cena credit, because for those that don't know, this is what John wanted. He wanted the NXT guys to get the shine against the main roster guys. And I give him full credit for this, because if you look at Obafemi, someone who should be on the main roster, and you got Cody, who is just Cody, the top babyface. These two had a barn burner, but what pissed us off was that goddamn Drew McIntyre came out.
Goddamn Drew McIntyre.
Ruined the match. and then Cody and Oba double team and take out Drew McIntyre, and then he raises his hands. So a lot of people thought, and for me personally, I equated this to like 2015 when Kevin Owens beat John Cena and his debut match at Elimination Chamber on the main roster when he was the NXT champion. I think we sort of had something like that with Oba pinning Cody clean, and it would have just been a nice touch, a little chef's kiss of what we were getting. But I understood it because they're going to do Cody and Drew at the Royal Rumble, and they want to cap off the Drew McIntyre feud. But I'm going to tell you something right now. If there's anybody that I would love to see Oba Femi go against next after the exchange we saw at Saturday night's main event, I would love to see Oba and Drew McIntyre for the NXT Championship, because if we all remember, Drew McIntyre is also a former NXT champion. So you have the past meets the present, so to speak, the past meets the present and future. So for me, coming out of that, I would like to see Oba and Drew, but I understand. I didn't like Rob.
Yeah, you got the old chosen one, you got the new chosen one. Yeah, that works. I like that.
So what did you think of the match in itself, and also Drew getting mollywopped at the end?
You know what? We kind of collectively, as we were watching this in our group chat, like, damn, this is actually a good match. Like Cody and Oba are working really, really well together. Like, it was really good, and then Drew decided to fuck it up, like Drew does. Thanks, Drew.
Thanks a lot, Drew.
You dick.
Yeah, sheep hagger. Sheep shaggers, baby.
Suck my dick.
Yeet.
Yeet. I think that's 5.
That's 5, yes.
Yeah. But yeah, I think Drew and Nova would be a fantastic match if they decide to run that.
No, I agree wholeheartedly, and I think when you have someone like Oba Femi, who what I do like about the relationship is I like the fact that we're seeing a lot of the NXT people go from Raw, go to SmackDown. That has a nice mix. And also with the TNA NXT invasion, as well as their partnership and the fact that TNA is now going to be on AMC. I'm going to say this right now before we even talk about that match, which we saw with AJ and Dragon Lee against Leon and Javon, with AJ pinning Leon. How cool would it be for the debut episode of TNA on AMC to get a TNA OG AJ Styles going against Leon Slater for the X Division Championship? If you really want to get eyes and viewership on the product,
I don't see what the holdup is. Like, AJ's down. Like, I'm sure fucking Leon's down. Like, let's make some magic, baby. That match will be killer.
I mean, if you really look at it, and Rob pointed it out, you pointed out, Rob, excuse me, Paul pointed it out, DC pointed it out, he kind of reminds you of like a younger AJ, circa like 02 to I'll go like even 08. So like that is the AJ, that's what he reminds you of, the young AJ Styles. And you have the past and present, like we mentioned, and I would love to see AJ and Kaz one more time, or AJ and Mike Santana. Like, there's a lot of ways you could go with that relationship, but I think that would definitely help more with TNA. I mean, we have the cage match coming up with Team NXT, and as we saw this past week on Impact, we saw Lexis King pin Matt Cardona because of interference. And
that was something.
Yeah, Matt Cardona losing to Lexis King. Are you enjoying the NXT TNA invasion, or for you? We mentioned this. I think Team TNA needs to win the cage match.
Yeah, we did. We did mention that.
Yeah, but the problem is, it's like you have Lexis King and High Rise and Brooks Jensen and all these guys. I'm like, these are the guys that are mostly on Evolve, mostly losing on NXT.
Yeah, like these are the bottom of the card guys. Like.
And they're good, don't get me wrong, but
yeah, no, they are good, but like if you want to get some eyes on this shit, throw a couple mid-carders in there.
Yeah. I even said to Rob, I said, look, I'm happy that these guys are getting the opportunity. That's the plus, but I'm like, the Hardys and Cardona and all of them should not be losing to High Rise, Lexis King, Brooks Jensen, and Stacks.
No.
Oh, what? Knock down. Hey, what the business?
So the business is this. The other thing we have to mention as well, besides Oba and Cody, great match. Go back and watch it. Same with Cena's retirement. I'd like to talk about Sol Ruca and Bailey, because this was better than I thought a lot of people would have expected. I thought the cartwheel DDT, the moonsault to the outside, Sol put on her working boots, and it showed. Because for someone who's only been doing this 3 years, for someone who's really new to professional wrestling, she went out of her way just to continue to learn and grow, and she's one of the top baby faces on NXT. Bayley's a veteran. She's started aging really in 2016 for NXT when they did the friggin' NXT Battle Breaking Point show, or Breaking Ground show, excuse me. But it's one of those things too where she's just great, Bayley. Soul's great, and they had her get the roll-up win, and then they all did the salute and they celebrate afterwards. This was a nice showcase for Soul. Did I think Zarya maybe would have turned heel? Kind of, sort of. I mean, we kind of sort of saw them get back together, but who knows? I think we could save that for New Year's Evil. But I thought for what they were showcasing here, the right person went over, and I want to see more of this. Your thoughts on Sol Ruka and Bayley?
Yeah, absolutely. I thought this was probably one of the better times where you had somebody from NXT come up and wrestle somebody on the main roster. They had some chemistry. It was pretty decent. Sol is fantastic. I mean, I remember watching her when she first came in to where she's at now. It's like a completely different person. She's totally found her stride. She's found her character. She's found her rhythm. Her finisher is fucking amazing. Then, the fact that she can hit that almost flawlessly every time, that's just speaks to a testament of her athleticism. And, when she does get up to the main roster, I think it's going to make things really interesting.
Just don't get hurt again, Soul. Don't hurt your leg again, Soul. No. For me, I had the same feeling. When I first saw her, I'm like, okay, this is the surfer type of girl kind of vibes. You know what it kind of reminds me of when I think of surfer girls? I kind of think of, if you all remember, because she's billed from Hawaii. Remember Hoku from the 90s? She had that song, the burrito song, How Do I Feel? Another Dumb Blonde off the Snow Days. Look at Rob, he's shaking his head knowing about Hoku, baby.
I sure do.
Perfect Day from Legally Blonde. Let's go.
Yep.
What a cutie she was. What the hell even happened to Hoku, man? That's another one.
Oh, don't know.
We love you, Hoku.
Yeah. Her dad is Don Ho. He was
right?
Yeah. I was kind of surprised to find that out one day. I was just like, makes sense. Okay,
yep.
Cool.
And she was good. Like, I mean, she came around like 15 minutes of fame, but damn it, for the time we got, I still have that CD in my collection, by the way. Not ashamed to say it. Anyway, we'll move on. So Sol Ruka being billed from Hawaii, I mean, I was just like, okay, this girl's cool. She's athletic. She's got the soul snatcher. But watching, like Robert mentioned, develop into the character that she has now, acrobatic tumbler, she deserved the win. And I thought her and Bayley looked great. Zarya looked great. Lyra looked great.
Shit.
It was a nice, exactly. Oh, shit. What a great match that this was to really shine the NXT talent and the WWE main talent with it. It really did hone together well. And I want to see more of it. Like, I like what they're doing with Lash Legend now, too, as well, because she's another one that came up. But the Nia Jax thing, the tag team was very random. But I think it could work. I'm giving it a little bit more of a chance. I think when Soul like really officially comes up, instead of them doing brand and going across brands, I think it's going to be great. But, man, give me some more Sol Ruka. Give me some more Bayley. I'm on that ride. And speaking of the ride, the only other match that was on this show, and actually, you know what, before we get into the other match, let's get into the segment. So the Miz was bitching, bitching. Like, hey, man, bitching. Why wasn't I on this card? You know, I faced John Cena in the main event of WrestleMania 27 in this attire. Then Ron Cena came out, and he said, I heard what you've been saying, and I know that you switched the balls. And, you know, you took an opportunity from someone, and then we see who it was. Miz goes, Joe Hendry. And Joe Hendry comes out and does, because he said his name. And then Joe Hendry hits the standing ovation on the Miz. R-Truth and Joe Hendry take down the Miz. Then they do a double five-knuckle shuffle. It got Joe Hendry on the card. It got R-Truth in a comedic timing spot. Same with the Miz. What did you think of this segment?
I thought this was funny as hell. And it's funny that you call him Ron Cena, because when he comes running out, it was like, yep, Ron Cena, right on time. Perfect. And then he said Joe Hendry, and I was like, shit, you said his name. Where's he at? And then, you know, Joe Hendry pops up, and we were kind of discussing in the chat, like, we need a tag team now of R-Truth and Joe Hendry.
Oh, after those two smiling next to each other, I'd be cool with that.
Let's fucking have it, bud. I think we need that.
I think so too, but no, Joe Hendry's going to be a main player. Now, he's officially signed the WWE. He's on the NXT brand. But if you need someone to get a shine, again, Joe Hendry's one of those guys. Like we mentioned this with Nicola many a times. Like we saw him with Grado, where he was in 2018 to where he is in 2025. Like that dude has grown leaps and bounds. He went from TNA to Ring of Honor, back to TNA, now and back in WWE. Like the man is just flawless.
100% agree. I think it's going to be great.
Speaking of great, let's talk about AJ Styles and Dragon Lee against Javon and Leon Slater. Right out the gate, they're doing super kicks. They're doing the dive off the rope. They really went back and forth. And what I liked about this match, too, AJ Styles, when he did that slip-off going up the Phenomenal Forum, I'm like, oh, shit, is he okay? And it turned out he was okay. And then, first of all, can we just give a shout out to Dragon Lee going for that Hurricane Rana and AJ Lee, AJ Styles, much like he did on Raw. He caught friggin', oh my God, he caught Leon Slater. It was friggin' nuts, like with the Styles Clash. And he did the same thing with the finish on the ropes. He powerbombed him right into the Styles Clash. I felt like I was watching AJ Styles and Christopher Daniels.
Yeah.
Iron Man match from TNA 5. Oh, right team went over, but damn, they got their shine on. Talk about the match, Rob.
Yes, that's exactly what we said. Going into this match, it was just like, damn, these boys are going to go fast as fuck. And sure enough, right out the gate, Javon and Leon were 100 miles an hour. But Uncle Alan kept up. He said, let me show you youngsters something. He stepped back in the X Division AJ for a couple of minutes. He was keeping up with with these young guys, and it was just like, okay, we see you, Uncle Alan. You can't see me, but it was really impressive to see. And as we know, AJ Styles is going to be hanging it up soon too. But the fact that he was able to almost keep step with Javon and Leon was just like, dude, like this guy is going to be phenomenal. Well, after he leaves WWE into his 50s and his 60s, he's earned that name, and he's definitely going to keep it for the rest of his life. But as a 40-year-old male myself, the fact to see AJ keep up with those young guys was really inspiring, almost.
I agree too, because like you mentioned, he went into old school AJ Styles X Division mode.
Let's go, do this.
And I think for me, I mean, the excitement is poundable here. It's one of those things where I really look at it from a stance too. That just goes to show you just the legacy and the lineage that goes with the AJ Styles character. And I think what I really did enjoy too as well, not just the fact that he could keep up and very inspiring, but you could tell like he's going to have another great role coaching these kids, much like Cena does when he hangs up his boots, that being AJ. But I think with what we have now with him and Dragon Lee, there's something special there. And speaking of special, I think Javon and Leon, if we're looking for a tag team to finally defeat Dark State, I would love to see them get a run with the NXT tag titles in the future, or hell, even the TNA tag titles, I would not be opposed to. But those two as a tag team, so good, dude. So good.
Yeah, it's really working for them. I mean, low key, we were kind of pulling for them to take the titles. Like it wouldn't have been a bad thing, but it is what it is. We got to see AJ with the two young guys in there and hold his own. And I think that alone was pretty fucking cool.
I have to say, you mentioned pretty fucking cool and holding its own. If you had to rate this Saturday night's main event, now I'm going to say this. The action was good. We hated the finish of the first one because that goddamn Drew McIntyre.
Goddamn Drew McIntyre.
Solbrook and Bailey was great, good action. Same with, and the AJ Styles Dragon Lee tag team was phenomenal. Gunther and Cena was what it was. I understood the storytelling, and it pissed a lot of people off. So yes, and still today, that 24 hours later, it's still pissing people off.
All those Make-A-Wish children, Michael Larkin.
Oh, those kids crying.
Never give up. They saw him give up
with a smile on his face.
This is no good.
Oh, those kids. Good. Can we talk about the crowd reaction?
No good.
No good, damn it.
No good, damn it.
God damn it. Did you like you saw their faces, man. One girl was crying, wiping away the tears. They were all shocked. Oh, they were upset. You made grown men cry, but you didn't make a dead man come. Go ahead.
It speaks to the testament that is Jonathan Cena. He transcends fucking generations. He's still in it with the little kids. Those of us that are adults were just like, what the fuck did we just watch?
Damn you, Hunter! Damn you! Oh, damn you to heck!
I mean, for what it was a good show, and personally, as far as I'm concerned, if John is happy with it, then I'm happy with it too.
Same. I am right in that same boat. I really am looking forward to seeing where we have next. I gotta point out, did you see Jey Uso and his drunken ass? Like they left his raggedy ass. See? Oos. You could tell he was drunk again.
It. I mean, that tells a lot.
That's right.
That's the reason why he's back in the tag team division. They don't trust him with to be in the main event picture.
My dad kind of equated it like this. Matt Hardy and Jeff Hardy. Matt has to watch Jeff, Jimmy now has to watch Jay. That's what he kind of, which is it's crazy to think, but he's kind of right. Like,
he's not wrong.
Not wrong. Like, because Jimmy's going to be a father now, so it's like Jay's kind of like his second kid, sort of, kind of now, to make sure he. Well, I will say this: I'm looking forward the Usos against AJ Styles and Dragon Lee. No ye. Can you say though we are looking forward to AJ and Dragon Lee against the Usos? That is a fresh match. That'll actually be really good.
That should be very, very good.
And I have no issue with that. Usos and New Day. They need to do something to revitalize that tag team division because the tag team division on Raw sucks.
Hit the reset button on that one, baby.
In a way, hit the reset button on 2025. I think the final thing that we can say, and really after all this and our review and our thoughts and everything that goes into this analysis, 2025 has been a very meh year for professional wrestling. If I'm really being honest, it's been very meh this year.
Yeah. I think just this year in general, we can just forget this year ever happened. I mean, whatever we got to do to take this year out of the timeline, 2024, 2026. Just forget this year happened.
Yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat too, and I will say this though, on a positive note, thank you, John Cena, for the memories, and we salute you. I'm gonna salute you like this. I'm gonna do the word life like this. It's one of those things too. For 23 years, you gave us a lot of great moments and memories, and we cannot wait to see where your journey takes you next. But I gotta say, thank you for your service for over 20 years, like you mentioned. But John Cena will never not be forgotten. But we can see you now, John, you son of a bitch. We can see you. And we
can see you. Still not giving up. So
yeah, we're not. We're not, John.
Go fuck yourself.
Fuck yourself. Suck my dick. Yeet. 6. And we're kind of kidding on that one. But yeah, come on, man. Just a little bit. But yeah, no, I thought, John Cena, your career is definitely one in the history books, and we salute you, sir, wholeheartedly.
Mr. 17 and never seen.
Well, what you can see is this fine program, as we will be back with another edition of Deep Into the Heart of Wrestling very soon, as we are going to be doing our watch-along for China versus Masahiro Chono from Japan. We were going to have this episode be that, if we're being all honest, but I think with everything that happened, we cannot, not talk about it, and that was going to be a good chunk of the show. So we'll just do the watch-along in the next episode.
Demoness, when you watch this back later, we hope we did.
We'll be entertained, you, Nicola.
We hope we did you justice with all the SMDYs.
Yes,
and being vocal about our opinion, because we know you were not
happy.
You were not happy.
Well, speaking of not happy, we do. All right. This son of a bitch, Tony Khan. I'll go on a mid-rant. So our next show was going to be predictions for AEW at World's End, which we now know 2 matches that are officially announced. Of course, we do have the finals of the Continental Classic, which is going to be really good. I've been enjoying the Continental Classic thus far. We also know now that Chris Statlander will defend the AEW Women's World Championship against Jamie Hayter. And the main event is going to be a rematch, I believe, from Revolution this past last year, excuse me, or no, was it this past year or last year when Sting retired? I think it was last year, right?
I think it's last year.
Last year, thank you. It's going to be Samoa Joe, Swerve, and Hangman in a 3-way for the title, which is going to be really good too. I'm not going to lie, that's going to be sweet.
To kind of talk about the Continental Classic for a minute, Kyle Fletcher versus Speedball.
Wow!
What the fuck?
Oh,
holy shit!
If you're gonna have someone, and he took the punishment, God Almighty, that friggin' tilt-the-world backbreaker on the barricade. The friggin' moonsault stomp on the hardest part of the ring.
Speedball hit all knees on the concrete on the brother.
Yeah. But you had a feeling that he was going to get it. He's going to pull it out because it's like he cannot just not have 0 points on the board. You had to give it to Speedball, Mike.
Yeah, he got it. Definitely got it. And if you haven't seen this match and have no idea what the fuck we're talking about,
go watch Dynamite.
Please do yourself a favor and go check out Kyle Fletcher versus Speedball Mike Bailey. And from what I've heard, because I haven't watched it yet, Speedball versus Kevin Knight was really phenomenal as well.
Oh my God. On Collision. So Collision aired at 4:30 Eastern, 1:30 Pacific on Rob's time this week because number one, Wales, and it's taped. And number two, you know, Saturday night's main event, you can't run against WWE. And also that would air at 1 o'clock in the morning over there in the UK. So yeah. So it was a very good match. Like if you thought Speedball Mike Bailey and Kyle Fletcher was phenomenal, this is also phenomenal. It's all right with those two tag team partners. So go out of your way and watch Speedball and Kevin Knight, the Jet Kevin Knight, which is really, really good. And man, Layla Gray got injured in her match on Collision. Was that the match with Mercedes? I think it might have been Mercedes.
I think it might have.
Girl, you friggin' hurt. What was it, the ACL or whatever? Yeah, girl, we love you, girl. Come on.
She's gonna be down for a minute, but
Layla.
Yeah, mad respect. Hope you heal soon.
Yeah, we love you, Layla Gray. I give you a top flight, goddammit. Giggity. By the way, did you see Bag of Dicks got a TNT title shot on friggin' Collision against Mark Briscoe? What in the actual fuck? You're giving Bag of Dicks a fucking title shot. I even said to you about Dynamite this week, they gave this mofo a mic, and I still don't give a rat's ass.
When they gave him that mic, I was just like,
no. Please no.
I know you guys don't have writers, but write his promos for him, please.
Please don't give him the microphone. I have a new comparison for Daniel Garcia and Wheeler Yuta as a tag team. They are the Garrett Bischoff and Wes Briscoe of AEW. Yeah, dude. I said it.
Sweet Lord.
I said it. They are Garrett Bischoff and Wes Briscoe. Oh, I remember when the Ices and Ites first came together and they wrestled Beer Money on whatever pay-per-view that was. And I'm like, we're giving these two jamokes a fucking tag team title shot against Beer Money. Are you fucking kidding me?
God damn.
Hey, Wes Briscoe could say he has a pinfall victory over Kurt Angle. So, I mean,
not many people can say that.
Not many people can say that. But for goddamn Bag of Dicks, who thankfully lost on Collision, and Wheeler Yuta, who looks like the troll under the bridge. We'll get into more.
that Wheeler Yuta needs to be studied because this man doesn't say anything half the time. People just naturally hate him.
First of all, he's a terrible promo too, number one. But number two,
he's
not as bad as Garcia though, because I can at least take him for the annoying cat that Wheeler Yuta is. Correct. But Daniel Garcia is just number one, he's awkward. Number two, he's not believable. And number three, it's like, bro, you are very lackluster when it comes to your ability in the ring. And it just is like, what the fuck ever.
They should have put Stokely with him.
Or not with fucking FTR, for God's sake. Oh God.
I feel like we're getting into another show now.
No, you brought up AEW, so
I did.
No, it's to the bluntest of terms, Daniel Garcia can ruin a wet dream. Literally is what it comes down to, man. He can literally ruin a wet dream. I'm sure he's the star of someone's liquid dreams, but he's not mine. He can go fuck himself. Suck my dick. Yeet. 7. So with that being said, we'll we're not even going to probably predict. We might review because friggin' Christmas falls on a Thursday this year, and Cokehead Tony is going to be friggin' running this pay-per-view 2 days after on a Saturday. Nicola was pissed about this last year, but I'm even more this year because you got to understand, like last year it aired on the 28th and the 29th, and that was fine, okay, because that was towards New Year's Eve. This is just bullshit. Like, bro, like nobody wants to be predicting this fucking Christmas week. All right, we got other shit we got to do, bro. Oh, God damn it, Tony.
Get it together.
Get it together. Fucking WWE's going to probably have their friggin' 2 weeks of friggin' SmackDowns and everything taped. And this Jamoke is going to be fucking running a pay-per-view. Look, I know WWE. Actually, I don't even think they don't do the holiday tours anymore because they
don't.
No, hardly ever. So it's like Tony. Let him fucking chill. Oh God, he sucks. But anyway, I digress. We'll talk about World's End when we get to World's End. But with that being said, we hope you understand. We hope you enjoyed or understand this edition of Deep Into the Heart of Wrestling. Rob, can you please promote the socials?
Holly Jolly motherfucking Christmas. So we hope you enjoyed the show as much as we enjoyed making it, because this was a lot of fun, and we hope you have a lot of fun too. If you want to follow us, you can find us over at linktree/blackheartsebd3. You could find a link to Mike's YouTube, all of his YouTubes, our Facebook profile, our Instagram. We don't do X. Fuck you, Elon. We got a Blue Sky. We've got a TikTok. No strikes. Our demon has been tamed. So we're in the clear. So if you like what you hear, and we hope that you do, linktree/blackheartsebd3. If you do enjoy this format, we do have another podcast that I appear on. Mike appears on sometimes. The Demoness appears on sometimes. Kicking it with the TSK. You can find us at linktree/TSK all MF day. You can find our YouTube, our Instagram, all of the same links over there as well. Excuse me. If you are a fan of the promo side of wrestling, you could check us out over at the Max Wrestling. We recently just finished up a promo competition that I won, and I won the title. I'm the international champion of Max Wrestling. Mike over here is a tag team champion with one Stevie Nicks. The Goon and the Gimp are the tag team champions, and our Max World Champion is the Demoness. So Deep Into the Heart of Wrestling is swimming in gold, baby. If you do like the promo side of things, check out Max Wrestling. Mike will leave the link down here in the bottom, so go check that out. If you want to follow me and keep your distance, because social distancing is still a thing. No, I'm just kidding. It's not. It should be. You can find me over at linktree/HeyI'mRob, working on some new music. We've got a lot of music coming out just recently. Let me try that again. Just recently released a new single for my solo project, Ragaby. If you like sad music, if you like to sit in the corner and cry, you need some tunes to listen to, follow Ragaby. Recently, just released a single called Shadows in the Rearview. Very catchy. So go ahead and listen to that. That'll be in my link tree. So linktree/HeyI'mRob.
Cheers on that phone, Roberto. And I will say this, man, you got to get close now because AEW Full Gear review for TSK is out. Well, we're getting close because Mo, put out the shows. 1 down, 3 to go, Mo.
Put out the shows, bro.
So with that being said, now as Rob mentioned, all of my YouTube. So there's a backup YouTube, the MCL Experience. But here's what happened, ladies and gentlemen. Your boy got an email notification from YouTube. Now, I started a YouTube channel in 2021 under my real name, which is now, if you want to follow it, it's called Mike Larkin, the podcast.
His real name is Michael Larkin.
It is. Thank you very much. So I started this damn YouTube channel, and I got strikes, which I fought, and I won. And then one that got a strike that got my channel taken down was from a site that was not of adult explicit entertainment, which, as you know, I've interviewed people, not all of them. I interviewed people who have done adult explicit entertainment, as well as wrestlers and music, what have you. My catalog is there. The links will be in the description. But the thing is, after 4 flipping years, when it officially got taken down, it is now back up. So if you want to see videos from 2021 to early 2022, go back and watch that channel, because that will also be in the links in the description. But damn it, they finally put it back up after 4 years. My original YouTube channel is back. Holy.
So for YouTube, Alphabet, suck my dick.
Yeet. 8, 9. Counter will be there. But yeah, so if you want to follow the YouTube, it's Mike Larkin, the Podcast Machine on YouTube. But if you want to follow the main one, which has Deep Into the Heart of Wrestling and all these great shows, it's S&M Network shows. We are at over 1,420 plus subscribers, which thank you for those that enjoy the channel, everything that's on it, from Deep Into the Heart of Wrestling, from the RWT podcast with Dan, Paul, and I, from Uncaged, the Steve and Mike Show, the LFC podcast. And
Hi, Dan. Hi, Paul.
Hi, Dan. Hi, Paul. Hi, Steve. And
Not ICP.
ICP, PCP, Pop Culture History Podcast, and all the great shows from On the Mic with Mike. I will say this, the Steve and Mike Show will be back. This will make Rob laugh. So Steve sent me an article, or not really an article, but a video on YouTube about how a lot of Long Islanders are consuming OnlyFans. So we're going to get into the OnlyFans topic. So yeah, he wants to do a deep dive on that. And I'm like, I guess we're going to be talking about OnlyFans. Hey,
if you want to dive, I'll bring my scuba gear.
Bring it. I'm in there like swimwear.
Let's go, baby.
As long as it's not anime porn again, we'll have it. We'll go back and listen to that episode. So we're going to see a lot of great stuff.
Link to that in the description.
LFC Fight, StephenMikeShow.com. Subscribe to S&M Network shows. Twitter is at SM Show 1, MCL92. Larkin _92, M Larkin MB on Instagram. The Demonesses links will be in the description below as well, at Nikla853 on the Twitter machine, and more Demonesta on IG. We love what we do, and we appreciate each and every one of you. Watch Along is next. Predictions, maybe, but all you know is we will be back with more Deep Into the Heart of Wrestling. So for Robert Davis, my name's Mike Larkin. Merry Christmas, happy holidays, have a wonderful holiday season, and we will see you soon. And with that being said, Holly Jolly Christmas to the young sunshine.